How would you eat this one?
You need to boil it, or you can pure it with the hot water, very hot water, and a salt a little bit.
Okay. You
Yes.
just eat it on its own, or do you put it on something?
Not just eat it.
It's on its own.
Yes,
Okay.
just eat it with rice. Of
Yeah.
course. Yes. Yes.
I
With
like.
sambal. Yes.
I like
Sambal,
this
of
one.
course. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Hot. Yes.
Little sambal, little rice.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of like. Do you eat it like a avocado?
Yes.
So I think they taste very
Tastes
similar.
like yes. Tastes
Yeah.
like avocado.
Yeah.
Yes.
This, everybody, is the Engkala, or Engkalak. This is a very, very rare fruit that is actually related to avocados. And where I am right now, I'm in South Kalimantan on the island of Borneo. And I came here during a time where there's actually not a lot growing. It's been raining a lot this season, and because it's been raining so much, it's been like knocking the flowers off the trees and they've not been able to come to fruit. So there's not as much at the markets as I would like. But this one's all over the place. Everybody seems to have this. So this is a very, very rare thing. It's something I've reviewed before in the past, but it was like a long time ago. So I figured, like, well, if this is what Borneo has, let's do it. Let's do it again. And I think it's worth doing again just to get like a better look at it. You know, when I reviewed this like almost 10 years ago, I had a really crappy camera. I think you got to appreciate just if it'll focus, appreciate what this looks like because it is so cool. It looks like something that a hobbit would eat. You know, it doesn't look real. It looks like a toy. It's got this vibrant pink color with a little green cap, this like contrast of colors. It just feels like it's something from another planet. How people typically eat this here is with steamed rice or just on its own with a little salt on it. But before you eat this, it is typically prepared. You can eat it raw by like first like mushing it up a little bit, but for whatever reason that is not recommended. I think it is probably better to do what I'm going to do and actually heat it up a little bit first. And you don't have to cook it so much, you just have to put it in boiling water. So how you do that is first you put the camera back into focus, you pop the little cap off, like so. You can see inside it is creamy white. I actually have two of these that are ready to go, so let's do another one. Pop that little cap off. I mean, actually, I've got a bunch of these. I bought some, and then I waited a day. They all went bad. So I went to the market, I bought some more, and just like as the day went on, those also all went bad. Seems like they're very productive since like so many people at the market had them, but I think they're very perishable. So these are the last two good ones I have out of like over a dozen. So let's heat them up. How you do that is you take some hot water. And this I just got from like the hot water cooler here. So just like the kind of heat that you'd want for a cup of tea. And you let it soak in there. And watch what happens. Bam! Check that out. See, it's gotten white. If you dip it in hot water and leave it there for a few minutes, it will start to lose its color. So, once you soak it for a little while, all you have to do is squeeze. And the fruit pops out. This reminds me a lot of sour cream. If you were to take this and like blend it up and put it on a potato, it would taste like sour cream. And I know what you're thinking. A lot of you are going like, oh, well, you're vegan. Like, what do you know what sour cream tastes like? I'm not vegan. I'm not vegan. I'm vegetarian. I eat sour cream. And this tastes like sour cream, okay? I don't think this would work so well as like a milk substitute or something because it's so rich. It's so creamy. It would work well as a sour cream. It would work well as maybe an ingredient in cheese making, like fake cheese making. And I think that this would be very useful as something to use instead of avocado in avocado toast. And guess what? I got some bread. I got an Engkala, I got some bread. We're gonna make Engkala avocado toast. I mean, this is the most simple Engkala toast that you could possibly make. It is just the fruit on a piece of bread. Maybe a little bit of salt or something would be a good idea, but let's just see what it's like this. That tastes like a piece of toast with cream cheese on it. That is what that tastes like. I'm not really thinking avocado toast. Doesn't really taste so much like that. It tastes more like cheese than avocado does. It tastes more like cream than avocado does. So I'm thinking like a mild cheese though, like cream cheese. It does lack salt. So a little bit of salt in that, which I don't have any salt, I'm sorry. A little bit of salt in that, and I think you would get something that would be quite close to cream cheese. Okay, hold on a second. I don't have salt, but I do have this. This is a chili mix powder. It's got salt in it, as well as like, I think some MSG, some other spices and stuff. So this is something that I actually put on avocado toast. So if I make avocado toast and I don't really want to like go through a lot of trouble, I'll just like mush up some avocado on a piece of bread and just put a little of this on top. So yeah, let's do that. Okay. This was not a great idea. The Engkala is too mild, so I think some salt would elevate the flavor a little bit. Putting this, you lose it. You lose the flavor of the Engkala. I'm just tasting the chili powder. Here is the Engkala seed. Looks kind of like an avocado seed. The Engkala is incredibly underutilized. This is a very, very valuable fruit. For how popular avocados are, for how popular dairy alternatives are, it should be more popular. You know, it is all over the place at the traditional markets here, but this isn't something that you'd find at like a supermarket here. It's kind of like a fruit from an older generation. I think it should not just be used here more, it should be used worldwide. Maybe not the fruit just as it is, but maybe something made from it, because it is so perishable. I mean, I'm showing you this side because there's a little pink to it. Other side is pure black. These things go bad way too fast. But maybe if these were taken and like blended up with some salt or some kind of vinegar or something to kind of preserve it a little bit, then you can make like a paste. You can make like a spread. Use it in that sort of way. Maybe you can freeze these. There's got to be some way of making this more stable, because if you could, this is incredibly useful. Finding fruit that has some fat to it. There's not so many of them. And I mean, there's many out there, but there's not so many of them that you can find readily at a supermarket. It's just like avocados. There are more fruits out there that have richness, have creaminess, have fattiness. And this is one of them. There's definitely a lot of use here. I'm waiting for someday somebody's going to make a product out of this and make $1 million. And you know, if you do that because you saw this video, then send me a check. But otherwise, you know, keep an eye out for it. If you come out this way, if you grow plants, maybe try growing it, because this is a very, very cool fruit. Looks amazing, so useful, and I really like it. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. I would like to give a very big thank you to, and I need to make sure to pronounce this correctly, Boat Plugs. Boat Plugs is a new super patron over on patreon.com, and Patreon is how this channel happens. It's a huge help. I also want to give a shout out to mega patrons Smarter Everyday, Bill T, and Joseph McCorkle. For anyone watching who wants to learn more about how you can support the channel and get some cool bonuses in return, check out the link in the description below.